One of the basic items every online business owner will need to know how to do is to compress and decompress files, also known as archiving or zipping them up and unzipping the files. This video will detail how to do both zipping and unzipping of those files. Now, I'm going to spare you all the boring details of the difference between lossy and lossless and get right into the hows of file and folder compression or zipping things up. Now, to get things started, I need to tell you that the default compression software that is shipped with most computers works, but it's just not the best possible tool for compressing all kinds of compressed folders or files. A typical .zip file, no problemo. But sometimes when you're on the internet and maybe you're in the process of downloading what's called a .gzip file or a .rar file, chances are pretty good that default compression software on your computer is not going to work. So that's where a third-party compression software will come in handy. And I've got a window open here where I did a search for archive software comparison. And the one I wanted to point out here is the one from our friends over at Wikipedia. Go ahead and check that out. Scroll down just a bit here, and it gives us a bit of a rundown on some of the more popular compression software. 7-Zip, as a matter of fact, is the one that I use religiously, and you can't beat the price. It's free. But the reason why I wanted to point out this particular table is because it also lists here the latest stable version. And with 7-Zip, it was about 7 months ago, as of the recording of this video anyway. And some of the other more popular ones coming on down here, you can see that these are free. Then it gives you the price here of these other ones. But WinRAR and WinZip are some of the more popular ones. And WinZip being $30 or $50 for the Pro version was last updated about a month ago. And for that price, it very well should be. But this is a nice comparison table, though, if you are deciding to go into a third-party compression software. And frankly, I suggest you go ahead and have one on hand anyway. And my recommendation is 7-Zip. So let's go ahead and demonstrate the compression of a particular folder I have on my computer. And this one is titled Video. And I've got, actually, this one's kind of doubled up here. It's a combined, 300 and some odd megabytes? Yeah, 367 megabytes. And you can compress image files, video files, Word documents, multiple folders, multiple files. It's totally up to you how you want to do that. The key thing is, what software do you want to use to compress and to decompress these files? So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate both with the default and with the 7-Zip for comparison. Now combined, I've got 367 megabytes here. Right click, come on down here to Send To. And that's going to send it to the default zip software or compression software on my computer. And depending upon the size and the resources available on your computer would depend on how long it takes for this compression to complete. And there you go. My system's set up on a network, so it has some restrictions set up there. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that padlock there. And I'm going to rename this particular zip file so whenever I demonstrate this same process using 7-Zip, it won't get all confused. So the onevideo.zip is the original, and that's 309 megabytes. It only knocked out about 50 megabytes. It's okay, but not as good as 7-Zip. Right-click, go to 7-Zip, come on in here and go to Add to Video.7z. And then this pops up here. And by the way, once this is set up in a .7z, which is different than .zip, both are compressed, but this will not be able to be opened by your default compression software. We're right at about 30 some odd %. So from 367 megabytes all the way down to 128 megabytes. That is a heck of a lot of compression. And it did not destroy any of those files in there either. As soon as we decompress this, right click using 7-Zip, I would come on in here and I would select Extract to the folder. And the option to extract using the default compression software is not even available here. So if you download a zip folder, all you have to do is right click, left click on Extract All. This will pop up, decide where you want it to be extracted to, click on Extract, and start extracting away, and then open up the contents. And before I extract this one, since it's already a folder named Video, I want to change the name of this so I don't get things all confused. Right click, 7-Zip, extract to the folder Video. This pops up, and that's basically it. That is how you can extract and compress files with both a default compression software and a third-party software, in this case 7-Zip. That's going to bring us to the end of this video on zipping and unzipping files for internet use. Thanks for watching, and you have a great day.